Hey everyone, good morning. I'm in the van and back in Phoenix. I had to cut my trip a little short. I had some stuff that I needed to get done for work that I had to actually be here in person to do. But I was able to get out, and you probably saw that I stopped in Quartzsite, and then I went out to Oceanside, the marina, where they're making it a little more difficult to stay, which was disappointing. But I did find a place to stay the night and have my breakfast the next morning, and then I drove in to Temecula and was able to see my grandma. She's been in the hospital a few times recently, so I was at least able to get in and see her. Hopefully she's home today. I have to call my uncle and find out what's going on. But in the meantime, I came home, got my work done, and I've been doing some changes to the van based on my most recent trip, that trip. You see up here my iPad mount. Let me just turn this around. So this is a really nice compression mount. It's German made, very high quality, very sturdy. It will rotate, so if I want to rotate it into landscape mode, I can. This will be used as a control panel for my Blue Eddy, and then also my OBD reader for the van is Bluetooth, and I have the app on here to read codes and whatnot also. Up here you see a new USB plug. So there's a USB-A and then a USB-C power delivery port there. I had one in there already, basically the same as this, except this one turns on and off. You see how it lights up there. And the reason I did this primarily is for the one in the back, which is the lower of those two black squares. Because that's by the bed, the one that I had in there was lit when it was on, and it actually had a voltage display, which isn't very valuable in here anyway, but it was extremely bright. So I have one of those back there so that I can actually turn it off at night and not have the glare of the USB plug in my face. Next up is the sink. I'm going to address, not the sink itself. The sink is actually really nice. This is just a little composite granite bar sink. Single hole, durable, attractive, but the faucet. So I wanted to stick with as minimal of a build as I possibly could. So this is a manual faucet. It's a pump faucet. In the reviews, people complained about it leaking, and I figured I would at least give it a try and see how it worked. So that is connected to my water jug down here. You see I have a paper towel here to catch any drips. Part of it was because there was some pressure being put on, some tension on the shaft of the pump itself. So I got a longer tube while I was out in California. That relieved the pressure on it, but it's still dripping from the faucet itself. It doesn't let the water drain back into the jug, and as a result, the water just sits in it and then starts seeping out. If it were, because it pumps on both directions, it pumps up and down. If it was only one direction and it would let some air into the faucet to let the water drain back down into the jug, I think it would be okay. But that's not how it's built. What I am going to do, because I have plenty of room down here underneath the sink, is I'm going to go ahead and put in a new faucet. And you know, I think that I said I was going to be building this with high quality, good stuff, but low power usage, low water usage, stuff like that. And so this is what I'm going to be putting in, and I'll put a picture up here. This is a single hole electric, like one of those motion activated faucets, and it will go in place of this, and then so when you put your hand in front of it, it will activate. That means that I need a water pump, so I will also have a water pump mounted down here. The faucet and the water pump that I'm getting come with some hoses, and I have some plumbing already, so I think that I can hook this up pretty easily without any real difficulty. The other nice thing though is it doesn't require AC power. Some of those faucets you have to plug in, kind of like a garbage disposal or something like that. This one is dual powered, so it will allow you to plug it into the wall if there's an outlet underneath the sink, or you can put in batteries into the control box, and that's how it activates the motion for the sink, for the faucet. And then the only thing that I'll have to install is a switch for the water pump to turn it on and off. So I think that's going to be a nice sort of elegant solution. I have plenty of room for this stuff underneath here. And then for the wiring, I have a plug coming, a pass-through Anderson connector, so that I can easily unplug it from the power. And there's my fuse distribution box. I'll have a cable coming from one of the open ports there into the cabinet, and then from the cabinet into operating the water pump. And I have switches and stuff already, so I think that I have everything that I need. So the water pump and the faucet will arrive tomorrow, and then the plug, the Anderson plug, will come next week. I can still do the wiring and stuff without it, and then just plug everything together later. But that's what I'm up to. First trip out, and it's already time for an upgrade. But again, the nice thing is that I'll have a water pump and a motion activated faucet, which I don't have to worry about, you know, having to turn it on and off. Some of those electric faucets have a switch that you have to turn on and off. Because I only have 5 gallons of water under here, I don't want it running for any longer than it needs to. So that's kind of where we are right now. I'm gonna get myself together and go get some coffee, but I just wanted to check in and tell you what we have coming up. Otherwise, you know, everything worked really well in the van overall. You know, just these couple of little modifications. The iPad there, that's going to be really handy because I was using my phone. There's an app that you turn like the inverter on and off, or you can monitor the state of charge, things like that. And so I was using my phone for that, but it'll be nice to just have this up as kind of a control panel so that I can keep an eye on it. I can see how much solar is coming in, how much power is being consumed currently, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not ready to do a full tour yet. I want to get the faucet finished first, and then I think I'm pretty close. So hope everybody had a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend coming up. And until next time, have a great day.